Hello everyone, welcome and welcome back to another value packed video tutorial. Alright, in this video we'll be talking about one of Photoshop's most powerful feature, that is the smart objects. So if you've ever wondered what they are, why you should know them and how they can transform your workflow, then this video is for you, and I'll advise you stick to the end so you know everything about the smart object. Alright, so basically, what is this smart object? So if you've not seen it or if you've not noticed it before, so this here is a smart object. You see this little icon here. So whenever you see an icon like this, that means that layer is a smart object. So once you hover your cursor over it, then you see the name smart object thumbnail. All right, so basically, what is this what exactly is this smart object? Well, a smart object is a special type of layer in Photoshop, so that preserves the original quality of an image or design element. So no matter how many times you resize, transform or edit it, all right. So unlike normal layers, just like we have this, so this doesn't have the smart object layer. So unlike normal layers, so smart objects are non-destructive. So you take note of that word, non-destructive. That means edits or filters or whatever effect you apply on it don't permanently change the original image. All right, so just as we have on our screen here, so I'll be making example using these images that I have on my screen. So let's take for instance this image here that is not a smart object. So if we resize this image to whatever width or length we intend to resize it to, so let's say we make it smaller, or let's say we'll make it bigger than it was. So this image may likely lose its quality or original data. So but with smart objects, it's a total different game. So no matter how you resize it, either big or small, the original data that the smart object contains will still be retained, no matter the alterations or no matter the effect or edit that is being applied to it. That is how amazing the smart object is. All right, so you might be wondering, how do I create this smart object? So how do I create it? So there are a couple of ways to create this smart object. So it's very much simple and easy to create. All right, so we'll be converting this. So let's take for instance this image that is not a smart object. So the first option is to right click on this area, so not on the layer itself, not here, but rather here. So if you right click here, you have a different option. So you're supposed to right click on this area here. You right click on this area, then you see option to convert to smart object. Then you wait for a little while and you see that this um normal layer has been converted into a smart object. All right, so let's undo that, Ctrl Z. So here's another way to convert it. You select the layer. All right, so then you head on to the menu bar, then you go under layer. So under layer, you come to this area where you have smart object, then you see option to convert to smart object. So you wait a little while and it converts to smart object. All right, so I believe we're making a whole lot of progress. So let's talk about filters. So you might be wondering, what does filters have to do with smart object? So I've been mentioning filters and effects during the course of this video. So we get to see how it's been effective here on this smart object of a thing. All right, so once you apply filters on a smart object, it automatically turns to smart filters. All right, so let's take for instance, so let's convert this layer to a normal layer. So let's right click, then we convert to layers. So let's undo that, sorry. So right click, then you convert to layers. So once you apply filters on this normal layer, so let's go to the menu bar. So go to filters, then let's say we use the blur. All right, so under blur we select Gaussian blur. All right, so we can decide to increase this. So and this is, let's say this is okay. All right, so it's very obvious that this blur that we effected on this image is too much. So but then with it being applied on this normal layer, you can't actually edit it or make adjustment. It doesn't give you that option. That is one downside about using a normal layer and applying an effect on it. Same thing applies to other effects you may likely apply on this. All right, so that is where the smart object comes in. So let's undo that, Ctrl Z. All right, so let's convert, or let's make use of this smart objects. All right, so let's apply this same blur here. So let's duplicate the layer, Ctrl G. So let's hide this layer. All right, so and we select the layer, head on to the menu bar. Under menu bar, you go to filter, then you select blur, then select Gaussian blur. All right, so this is currently set to 3.0. All right, so you click on OK. So this is the edge you have when you use a smart object. All right, so this effect here is automatically turned into a smart filter. So this filter here has automatically turned into a smart filter. All right, so this Gaussian blur is a smart filter. So whatever filter you apply would come under this. So if this blur is too much, so you can just double click on the Gaussian blur, then you have an option to adjust it here. So that is the edge you have when you use or convert your layer into a smart object. So it's non-destructive. What do you mean by non-destructive? So once you click on this icon, you still have your original image here. Isn't that amazing? So no matter how you scale this image to whatever length or width or whatsoever, it doesn't affect the original image here. It doesn't affect this original image. That is one advantage of using or converting your layer into a smart object. All right, so let's proceed to adding another filter, another smart filter to this. So let's select this, for instance. So let's select the smart object, then you go to filter, then let's go with noise. So let's add noise. All right, so it's here, so it is a preview. So we adjust this, then we say okay. So it tends to apply below. All right, so depending on the filter you choose, it tends to apply above. So the current one we applied is add the noise. So the current one we applied is add noise. So we can decide to hide this. We can also decide to adjust it to our own preference depending on what you want. And then, like I always say, the original image is always intact no matter what effect is being applied to it. Isn't that just amazing? All right, so let me show you a design that I use smart object on and how effective they really are. All right, so and I'll also be showing you some few other things too as well you need to have in mind. All right, so this is a design I did. So this, if you notice, these are smart objects. I believe from now you can know from the icon here. All right, so and you can also convert not just images, you can also convert shapes to smart objects. All right, so if that shape is very important, you can convert it to smart objects, and I believe you know how to do that. So this is my most easiest way. All right, so not on the layer but on this side. So you right click. So if you right click on this area, then you won't have the option. So you right click, then you convert to smart object, then you can do whatever edit you want to do. So let's undo that. All right, so this, for instance, this lens flare, I applied some smart filters here. So yeah, this is the effect here. All right, so I can reduce the blur or the smart filter option there. So that is the effects of the smart filter here. So and I can decide to adjust it to whatever length or area I want, so depending on what I want. So that is how very effective the smart object is. All right, like I said, it's not only images that you can convert to smart objects. So whatever layer you have here, you can actually convert them into a smart object, so depending on your preference. All right, so it might be an effect, it might be whatever, it might be a layer or whatever you're working on, so you can actually apply smart object or convert it to a smart object. So this is a layer here, and I converted to a smart object and I added some filters here. So this is a camera raw, and so basically that is how effective it is. All right, so let's take, for instance, we want to replace this logo. So rather than bringing in the new logo and resizing it and all of those stress and everything, so you can just select this. So once it's a smart object already, so if it's not a smart object, you convert it into a smart object. So you right click, right, then you come to this area where you have replace content, right? So and let's replace it with another. Let's use this logo, for instance, for the sake of this video tutorial. All right, so you just place, and it automatically replaces the previous content here. So these layers are linked, so you can just unlink them and make the adjustments that you want. You see how easy and very versatile this smart objects is. So it's very much simple and very helpful. So for the sake of this video tutorial, we can undo that, and we have our previous logo here. All right. Alright guys, so that is it on this video on the smart object. I really hope you found it very helpful and very impactful. Alright guys, if you find this video helpful, do all to hit on that subscribe button, turn on the post notification bell to get notified when I upload new videos, and don't forget to like, share to those who might find this helpful, and also drop a comment and let me know what you think about this video. Thank you for watching, and I will see you on the next video tutorial.